Greetings again. This is King Nero coming to you again with another video. I have been lately talking about the topic of forgiveness and the fact that we all need to walk in forgiveness. I'm basically sitting in a space here, a borrowed space. Nice day today. I'm feeling great, thank God. Amidst everything that is happening around, you have to find a reason to be thankful. But I've been talking about the subject of forgiveness, and I received a few of your responses. Then there is one particular one that stood out to me, and that one is really kind of a heartbreaking one. I'll be talking to you about it. So why not just continue to watching the series? If you're not a subscriber as yet, please subscribe, and then hit that like button, share a nice comment. And please, if you turn on your notification every time I upload a video, you'd be able to get it first. So thank you so much for being with you. I'm chilling here today. I have on my New York Football Giants jersey, as you would see. I'm a very strong Giants fan. You know, I'm not promoting a certain brand, but you know, it's football season, and I'm in that mood. And I'm also in the mood of just kind of trying to discuss the topic of forgiveness. It is the letting go of a serious grudge, some kind of a hurt, some kind of a difficult time that you've had, you know, and you're trying, as it were, to climb your way out of a difficult situation, or multiple difficult situations for the fact, and you are just trying to be the best version of yourself, but having to deal with circumstances kind of prevent you from being that, because there are these hindrances, these blockages, so to speak, in your life, and you're trying to shake them, and because they're just not physical, but they are more emotional and they affect you psychologically, it is a little more difficult to navigate. Well, I'm here to let you know that we can walk this road together. You know, if two people walk together and encourage each other, the burden becomes lighter. And I'm here to help you lighten your burden, and in your responses, help me also lighten any burden that I may have. The particular comment that I received was from a young lady who was hurt through a relationship, and she's trying to be not reconciled to the person, but at least tell her side of the story so that she can find closure. But the difficulty is that the person refuses to have a conversation with her, would not take her calls, does not communicate, and is totally, you know, almost hostile and apathetic towards her. Well, that's kind of a dilemma, but understand that we are talking about releasing and letting people go. And there are cases like these where you will find someone who just does not want to have a conversation. The 3 points that we shared about one-on-one confrontation, or going with someone else, or taking it to a larger group or body, those are out the window in this case. The person does not want to have any sort of communication with you. Well, here is the major thing that you have to do. You can release somebody in their absence without their input by simply making a confession from the heart, just agreeing to let that person go, and you will find a change. And it's like saying to yourself, you know, in front of a mirror. And what will even be more dynamic in this situation is if you have a photograph of that person It might sound silly, but it works. You have a photograph of this person. You put the photograph down and you speak to the picture of that person. And you say, as of today, I hereby relieve myself and release you of any hurt or any wrongdoing. I release myself and I forgive you for any wrong and all the wrongs that you have done me. From this day, I affirm that I will no longer hold a grudge against you. From this day, I affirm that I will be free of any thoughts and actions toward me, perpetrated toward me, for my hurt and for my destruction. I set myself free from all such ties, and I forgive you, even though you refuse to have a conversation with me. I hereby release you from this day forward. You will not be a topic of hurt in my life. I will not hold you in my heart. I will not hold any grudge, and you will not hold me back from progressing in my life. From this day forward, I affirm that I am free from all such bondages and hurts and disappointments and everything that you have caused me. And today I choose to walk in freedom, to walk in forgiveness. I choose to let it go. I choose to let go and let God. I choose to let you know in your absence that you are forgiven, that I forgive you and I release you, and you will no longer hold me hostage, not after this moment. Say those affirmations from your heart. Conjure up all the emotions that you can. It might call for some tears. It might call for you reacting only you know how to. But having done all of that, what you would have done is let a weight go off of your shoulders. That's my recommendation. When someone does not want to hear from you, see you, have a conversation, don't be held hostage for the rest of your life. There is a whole lot of life ahead of you. Don't be held back. Do not be held back. Let go, release. Allow it to be your history and not your present condition and position. You have to make that decision. I have to make that decision. And this decision is made repeatedly in life should you face these situations and circumstances. You know, you can't choose who you're going to love, not knowing everything. You can't choose who will be the one to even have some kind of a negative toward you. You don't choose those things. You walk into love. You walk into relationships. Things happen naturally. There are some warning signs that you should always look for, but there are people who present themselves totally authentic. They present themselves as being the real deal, and over time you realize they are not who you thought they were. And oftentimes we blame ourselves for making, bad judgments. There are cases where you see the warning signals, the signs, and sometimes you ignore them and things happen. But if you would have been as cautious as you possibly can, there's something called deception. And people can be married for years and be deceived until a situation arises. What do? Do you tell yourself that, well, I've made a worse decision in life, I'm a bad person? No. See, the first thing people try to do is blame themselves for everything negative that happens when someone else is involved. No. Give yourself an opportunity to evaluate and to say, I entered the situation not knowing all of these things, and someone just turned out to be who you didn't expect them to be. All that will be part of the release that you have to make. So my friend who sent me the message, I really appreciate you opening up and just sharing your situation. But you have a decision to make because you want to be free from the hurt and from the pain that it has caused you. And though I will repeatedly say, it is not easy, it is not by the snap of a finger and things change overnight. But if you take the steps of release and affirm, release the person and affirm yourself that you will not hold a grudge against them, every single day you will find that you will become a better person dealing with this situation. Because we all get hurt. We all get rubbed the wrong way. This is part of life and a reality of life. But holding a grudge is carrying a burden that you should not have to bear. And none of us like to carry those burdens. So my encouragement is just reevaluate. Accept the fact that there is no conversation taking place between you and this person. But this is how you will handle it. And this is how you will grow. This is how you will gain strength and overcome that situation. I spoke to a woman some time ago. She was explaining that she had a bad relationship with one of her two sons, to the extent where the police was involved. And she made a decision that she is going to change something very critical with regard to her estate. And in her estate planning, she decided to favor the one son who was good to her, and to not block out the other son entirely, but leave 1% of her inheritance for him and 99% for the other son. Now, when she would go on after death, guess who would be terrified? The 1%. Now, I have had to tell her that I know that she had a bad relationship with the son, but this is the point where you have to decide that you are going to release him and forgive him. This is the time that you have to make a decision, a concerted effort to say, I will not allow this young man to control the rest of my life through manipulation because of a bad relationship, because of something wrong that took place in our relationship. And that is a mother and a son. There are some fathers and sons who have their runnings. There are some siblings who have their runnings. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, but King Nero, you have no idea what has been done to me. You have no idea what I've been through. You have no idea. My money was squandered. My heart was ripped out my chest. I feel so horrible. I gave 110% and I got nothing in return. You got no idea. Okay, I'm going to take a pause. I'm listening to you. I have no idea. At the end of the day, you choose to carry a burden or you choose to drop that burden right here and now. It's all about choices. And please, I got some idea. Been there, done that, had it done to me. I got a t-shirt to prove it, and I'm living life because I can't afford to carry those baggages. They're too heavy. And I know when the heart is hurting. I know. So here we are, dealing with hurt. Who feels it knows it. I get it. But like I said in the previous video, is the juice worth the squeeze? Are you going to just let it go or just hold on to it? Well, in the next video, we're probably going to pick up from there. Okay, I choose to hold on to it for a little longer. Let's see where it will put us. Let's see the repercussions. Let's see how we will navigate life carrying all that weight and all that emotional turmoil and all that, whatever it may be. Hold on to it. Carry it. Don't give it up. And let's see where we will land. That's not what you want to do. You want to find the inner strength to let go. You know, I was listening on my way to where I'm at, actually. I was listening to a song by Maverick City, God Problem. And I think the first line of the song says there are some problems only God can fix. And the topic of forgiveness is one that is outside of ourselves sometimes. And we just have to drop on our knees or stand and lift our hands and just ask for help, for divine help. I can testify that it works. And maybe I will let you into something that I'm faced with right now. Just a little idea to let you know that when I'm talking, I'm not just talking from a place where I haven't gone. I am talking from a place where I have been. I know what it is to be hurt. But I know what it is to forgive people, to release them, and to live in freedom. Because nobody's going to hold me bondage. I refuse to be held captive by anyone. Emotionally, physically, psychologically, which is mentally, I refuse. I must enjoy my freedom. That is a God-given right. And I love to enjoy my God-given rights. No one is going to live in my head and take space. You're not paying rent to live in my space. You're not going to live in my head. No. I'm not going to allow you to be wherever you are. And because of my unforgiveness, have you live vicariously in my space. I will not violate myself like that. I refuse to do that. How about you? Would you just adopt some of the principles that I'm sharing with you? Even if you don't believe, try. Try them and see that it will work. Because we are not meant to hold onto all that emotional baggage and carry it along. We weren't built like that. We have to release ourselves of those things. and be free. So, how about this? You don't have the strength nor the will to do it. You've been so beaten down by situations that it has become part of your life, of your routine. Well, you know, I can tell you that when I'm weak, then I'm strong, because the strength of Abba Father, Yahweh, is perfected in my time of weakness. Oh, I just have to release. I just have to ask for divine intervention in this area of my life so that I can move on and embrace that which is before me. Opportunities are there before me. Maybe even if it's a relationship situation, not just familial relationship, but now this is, and that it could be a platonic relationship, or it could be a deep love relationship that has gone wrong. There is a future ahead of you, but except you're willing to forget the past, you won't be able to embrace the future. Whoever comes your way, all of the roadblocks, all of the warning signs, all of the signals, the skepticism will be up. And because you will not let your guards down, you will not allow somebody to embrace you. And that might be the genuine person up there. So just think hard about going forward and carrying this weight of unforgiveness. I'll see you in the next video. My name is King Nero 9622 on YouTube. I look forward to hearing your comments. Please like the video and come back. There is something there that I would be sharing that might very well and resonate with you. The idea is for us to have a dialogue. And I'm hoping to get a few people that I can talk to so that we can discuss this topic. It's a deep topic, but it's a necessary one. So I love you. You take care. And go Big Blue. Forgiveness. Please forgive me. Please release me. I choose to release you. I choose to forgive you. I choose to let you go. I choose for you to be in freedom and for me to be in freedom. Forgiveness is a choice. Exercise it. Love you. Peace out.